Hey everybody, you've got Matt Mayhem here, and today on the Matt Mayhem Show, I want to talk to you a little bit about Diablo 3. And are we hacking, or are we just playing the game the designers gave us? Now, before I get into this, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I've been gaming, I'm 44 years old, I've been gaming since I was around 6 or 7. With Pong, and yeah, it sounds crazy, but that went into Atari and the Pac-Man years, and then Nintendo and the Super Mario, and we've cruised right along. And throughout my entire life, and the professions I've had, the things I've done, which has been quite extensive, from being spec ops in military, as well as being a professional wrestler for WWE, and other, wrestling companies like WCW, and just to name a few. I've seen a lot, done a lot, and through it all, gaming's always been a great hobby. And we all know, in any type of an RPG or MMO situation, if a game has an economy, which Diablo 3 first had when it released on PC, you had an economy, you had a trade system where you could get better gear and you could sell that gear to other players. Now we don't have that. This is coming to you from the PlayStation 4. And as what you're going to see on here is, nothing to do with an economy. The economy on the PC is gone. We are now in Season 5 of Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. Okay, and this is the Ultimate Evil Edition at that. So, just so you guys know where I'm coming from, this is it. This is the Ultimate Edition of one of what I think is the greatest games made. Now, I'm a huge Blizzard fan. I've played World of Warcraft for over 11 years, and I've played every Diablo ever made. As people want to say, quote, legit, all the way through maxing out every character class in the game over the last 15 years. Yeah, I know. Where do I get time to do it? I don't know either. But the fact of the matter is, it's been done. So, as we take a look at my Diablo game and my characters, okay, what I want to do right now is switch heroes, okay, and we're going to give a little rundown. Now, I have a character here under hardcore. He's level 62 demon hunter. Name is Resin, and he is a demon hunter. And then we have Tofina. She's a level 70 demon hunter. And you'll see my Paragon level at 1,150. Now, those are legit Paragon levels, okay? So, I put a lot of time into the game, okay? Now we have Arganis. Arganis is my Crusader, and he is level 70 as well. As you can see, he has some pretty impressive gear. We have Christiana. She's level 70. She's a monk. Again, all normal players will share Paragon levels. We have Mola Ram. If you guys think that name sounds cool, think back to Indiana Jones and the witch doctor that rips the heart out of the people and the Temple of Doom, and you have Mola Ram. Mola Ram. Okay. Enough kidding around. But we have my witch doctor, who is level 70. We have Madagon, the mighty wizard, at level 70. Okay? And we have my level 70 barbarian. Okay? This is Matthias. And these are names I've used throughout gaming. Madagon is a well-known mage in World of Warcraft on the Shadow Council server, which is now combined with another one. Can't think of the name right now, and I apologize for that. But moving on to Diablo 3, and overlook my voice. I have allergies today. I apologize for that as well. I'll be taking lots of drinks here, so we're going to get this done. And I don't know how long we're going to be, because if you're watching me live, I appreciate it. If you watch the rerun, please feel free to comment, because I'm going to present facts, and I'm going to present a few things that are up for debate, because, I always consider myself a fair player, right down the middle. Okay, so with that being said, there's some questions we have to ask ourselves as we are gamers. We have to ask ourselves, excuse me, my phone went off. And but we have to ask ourselves, what are our own moral limitations in gaming? Where are we with, if someone gives you something in a game, if you're a World of Warcraft player, or if you're playing Elder Scrolls Online here on PS4, which I'm also going to be starting. I'd be glad to have you guys join me, and let's have some great adventures. And I gave you something in that game. I had a really cool item, or I bit you. I gave you the vampire bite. Everybody wants the vampire bite and the vampire powers, or the werewolf ability. And I saved you the huge part of the massive part of the quest to get that, and I just bit you because you're a friend of mine. Okay, am I ruining the game for other people by helping you out? Or am I just being a buddy? Okay, so again, it kind of comes down to where your moral compass lies in gaming. And the old saying, never look a gift horse in the mouth. So if somebody comes in a game, and I've left it open to the public, and they're like, man, thank you for helping me out. Thank you for giving me some items. Here's 1,000,000 gold. Here's 100,000 gold. Here's 10 million gold. As a tip. We've all taken tips in games over the years. So should I not take that money for that help? That's, again, I'm going to raise questions, excuse me, that make you all think. That's my job today, to make you guys think, okay? And so moving on, okay, I wanted you to check out my character Matthias. Okay, we're gonna start with him. Okay, now and I want to set up my network settings to local only, so no one comes in and disturbs us. Game settings. Okay, we're going to go into adventure mode. I like Act 1 because everything's close. And look at that, torment level 10. The thing that everybody dreams to aspire to is torment 10, because as you know, torment 10 is 2,000 extra gold experience, 3,000 extra experience for your character. Imperial gems drop at level 61 and higher, and all legendary or the new legendary items become available at level 70. Higher legendary drop rate than any of the previous difficulties. So this is the creme de la creme of Diablo. This is the level torment 10 everybody wants to aspire to play on. Okay, now we're going to enter the game. In adventure mode, we're going to do a little educating, as well as asking some questions. So if you've not seen adventure mode before and you're watching this the first time, spoiler alert, Zolan Cool is alive at the end of the game. And we have a cube here called Kanaya's Cube, which is going to be a lot of why I'm talking to you guys today about, are we hacking the game or are we playing fair? Okay. Another reason I chose Act 1 for this video is because the Gem Keeper, Kovea's Shin, is very close. The art, and also we have Miriam, the Artisan Mystic. Okay. So, I want to show you guys, you're going to see some things following me. That's because on my follower, I gave him the Naga ring, okay, and the Naga ring summons a fallen lunatic to your side every 12 seconds. My build for my barbarian took me a long time to get perfected, and it's using various pieces from various sets to make him able to have an army with him at all times. Okay, and by army I literally mean an army. And I'm not going to spawn all that right now, but I want you to see what can, see what can happen, see what's here, see what's around. Take in the possibilities, okay? And not only does he have an army, but the army is wreaking havoc. It's hellacious, it's powerful. I'm dropping tornadoes when I walk, I'm dropping tornadoes when I spin. And when you are going to build a gear set, you want to think about, what main ability do you love most about your character? And there is a set out there that will make that ability possible. If you like Whirlwind, and mine is a Whirlwind build. Okay, so on my Barbarian, he's a Whirlwind build all the way. Okay, so you're looking at the swords. Oh my God, look. Oh my God, look. There's one gem in there. Now everybody out there is screaming, he's a legit player. Oh my God, there's only one gem in his sword. There's not three. Oh look, he's using sets. He's using sets. We love him. He's using sets. He has Bull Kathos' Oath. Now, if you're playing Diablo and you're watching this and you're wondering who Bull Kathos is, he's the great tribal leader, ancient tribal leader of the barbarian tribes. And these are his famed swords, okay? I put the original appearance back on them before I did the video, so everyone can see that, hey, I am using Bull Kathos' sword. And if you recognize the armor, that's right, we've got some Immortal Kings pieces on, folks. Some of the most sought after barbarian armor in the game. Now I'm not going to keep this all about a barbarian because I want you to see the differences in armor sets between the other characters to get to the bottom of, are we hacking or are we playing what's in the game? And so as you can see, I have one gem socketed on these items, okay? And so get ready to have your mind blown. Oh, look at my Vambraces of Sacheron, okay? 417 armor. Level 70, okay? What's on those? A socket. Yep, there's a socket there with a gem in those, okay? Now, you're probably thinking, how did you socket that? Oh, we were thinking so much of you. You were awesome. Ugh. Now you have a socket on a wrist item. What have you done? You've betrayed us all. Oh my God. Okay, no I haven't. Okay, let's back that train up a little bit. I'm going to explain how you can put 1, 2, and you guessed it, even 3 sockets legitimately on a piece of armor. Okay, and this is where it gets good, folks. This is where you have to decide, oh my God, he put 3 sockets on that thing legitimately. Is he cheating? Because you're only supposed to have one. Oh my God, just one. No, you can put 3 sockets legitimately on every item in this game. You can have 3 on your rings. Now on my barbarian here, you're gonna see, like, the normal stuff. My boots, I haven't socketed my boots yet, but I haven't gotten around to it. You're gonna see the normal 2 there. And my belt, no socket on my belt. Look at that. Gloves, do I have a socket on my gloves? Not yet. Look at my shoulders, no socket there either. 3 sockets on my chest piece. Oh! Okay, so I wanted to start with this set because it's extremely legit, okay? I don't have any sockets where they shouldn't go, and I do have a socket here, okay? I do. And the reason I have the socket here is because I wanted to show you all, how can a piece of armor with no socket get a socket? Well, we're going to answer that question in my never-ending stash, okay? right here. This is it, folks. This is the item. Okay, this is called Ramladini's gift. Ramladini's gift. Now, what Ramladini's gift does, okay, is it will take and add a socket, as it says, after many years of learning from the great smiths of the barbarian tribes, Ramladini at last returned to Westmarch. Friends, he told the Brotherhood of Amores, I have just one word for you, just one word, and that word is sockets. If you have this piece of armor, you can use this item and select an unsocketed weapon to add a socket to it. The item is then destroyed in the process. Now, the wording there gets a little confusing. Okay, you can use an unsocketed weapon to add a socket. Okay, if you start with that cube, if you start with his gift, of Ramladini's gift, you can do that 3 times to every weapon slot in the game. Everywhere. I can put 3 slots on my belt. I can put 3 on my pants. I can put 3 on my shoes. 3 on my rings. I can put 3 on both weapons. I can put 3 on my necklaces. 3 on my helmets. I can put 3, well, 3's already on the chest pieces. I can do 3 on the shoulders. I can do 3 on the gloves. And I can do, again, 3 on the other weapon. Or if your offhand is a shield or a bow or an orb if you're a wizard. And 3 on the belt. I can put 3 on everything here. Okay, so I wanted you guys to see that, oh yeah, we're playing on, again, Torment 10. Okay. And now, you know, my follower, he has the Doombringer that's socketed. He has the Hillbrand's training sword. Okay, he's kind of amped up a little bit. Oh, look at that. I put the Traveler's Pledge necklace on him. Okay. Also, he has the Naga ring, so he has a little army with him. And he has Veteran's Blaze. Okay, now I could probably give him a better ring here eventually. Things I always suggest for your Templar, level 5, heal. Want to add that so he'll heal you. Level 10, give him loyalty. Provides life regeneration for you in the Templar. Okay. At level 15, don't be afraid to hit Onslaught so he can deliver a massive blow to an enemy. Okay, so you don't want him to just be your healer. You also want him to fight for you. Okay. And then at level 20, of course, Guardian. When your life's low and you're about to die, he will come very quickly to your aid, knocking back all nearby enemies and giving you that life-saving heal. Very much like a paladin in World of Warcraft, and I think that's where they were inspired to do this, where the paladin can cast his, I'm trying to think of the spell. You WoW players are going to smack me for not remembering, but because I have a pally in WoW, but yeah, the Lay of Hands, I think it is in World of Warcraft, where you can save a dying party member by sacrificing your own life for theirs. And he has a last-ditch effort here to do that, okay, to become your guardian. And you want to give him, like, you know, the best shields and things that you can find. You can also go over here to the Mystic. Now, let's talk about the Mystic and weapons, okay? With the Mystic, we're just going to go right here. Once you train up, you can train the Mystic, the gem, you can train her, and the Artisan Shin, the gem maker. You can train them all to level 12. 12 is the max, okay? So all my people are trained to level 12. That's why my blacksmith is looking pretty bitchin'. Looks like a little mini castle. He's got an awesome place to work because built it up, okay? Now, keep in mind another thing. I've been playing Diablo since its release, Diablo 3. World of Warcraft had a thing where you could get the game for $60. You shut out $60. You got a year of WoW for $60, and you got Diablo 3. So I played it there. When it came out for 360 and PS3, I moved it to my my Xbox 360. I moved my characters there, and this barbarian is an original. He's the first character I ever made in Diablo, okay? And this game came out in 2013, so he is 3 years old. And so 3 years of work have went into those 1,150 paragons, okay? So, but now there's ways to go a lot faster with paragons, and we're going to show you that on a little bit better player I have than the barbarian. But I'm also going to show you that he is legit, that he can do 10s, and we're going to do a very fast run. I'm going to show you his build, because everybody wants to know about my barbarian build. I get lots of questions about it all the time, and if it's legit, and if I'm playing fair. Yes, I am, and I can really kill this fast. The reason those are dying is that's the way the Naga ring works. If you see him falling over, one spawns like every 30 seconds. See? One will take his place right there. Okay. Now, Miriam can transmogrify your weapons. Okay. Now, transmogrification just simply means she can make your gear look like something else. Okay. Like on Helm of the Waste. Okay. Helm of the Waste has its original look. Okay, but I can make him just wearing this ominously cool dark hood. So let's say, or I can put this cool looking king's hat, like a king's hat on him. I can give him just this crown, so it's just his face. And I really like just seeing the faces of people. It costs $50,000. As you can see, I have $33 billion. And I'm going to show you how making money really works too. So you're going to learn a lot in the next little bit with me, but we're going to get down to brass tacks. So here we go. You pay that, and now the Helm of Waste gives me that appearance there. I no longer have a wicked looking helmet on. I just simply have what would be like a king's crown if he was an elf, maybe an elven king crown around his head. It's a little hard to see there. We'll pause it and you take a look at what is on his head. So there, that's what he looks like. So now we're gonna go back, but she has another cool feature too, and this is how you make weapons better. She can enchant a weapon. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to make a sword. It's going to make a sword. And I'm going to demonstrate to you how this is enchanted. Okay. So we just made the Strife Lux. Okay. So I'm going to demonstrate to you how to enchant this sword. We're going to enchant the Strife Lux. Now when we select this, it's going to say pick a property to replace. So I can replace the lightning damage, I can replace the socket, I can replace the strength or the vitality, or I can replace the 8,774 life after every kill. I can also replace the 1.3 chance to immobilize on being hit. So I kind of turned up a pretty good sword there, okay? So when you select, let's select socket. Only one property can be enchanted per item. If you choose this category, you won't be able to select another. Okay, so we're going to hit accept. Okay, so it's rolling. Under socket, I can replace socket with chance to deal 10% and area damage on hit, or just 8% damage. So let's remove the socket and put 18% area damage on hit. Okay, so it's like, it's done, we accept. Okay, so that little circle up there by that sword means it's been enchanted. Something really cool has happened to that sword. When you see the little circle, it's been enchanted. Okay, so now my character is going to equip it. I'm just gonna equip it very quickly just to show you what it looks like. Oh, see, big two-handed sword. So now's a good time to show you what I mean when I say sets me and everything. So I have this big enchanted sword, and I watch my whirlwind. I'm gonna spin, 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 spin. Now, look at my power over there, and the orange, the ball of fire to the bottom left of your screen. It's not regenerating at all. I'm running out. I'm running out of rage. Oh, I'm taking it all the way down. All the way.
More fury.
Gone. My fury's gone. I can't do anything but swing my sword like this, okay? But what I can do is I'll show you how sets work. First we'll finish off how to transmogrify. So let's say I want to make this look a little bit cooler. Like, you know, if this was going to be my sword and I was going to use it for a while, you can kind of go through and select some stuff, okay? Now this is what people did in Diablo on the computer when you had the ability to sell a sword. They would go through, they would drop money for that sword, and now you have a sword that looks like this. You know, and that's a pretty cool looking sword, and people would sell it and make money off of it, okay? Not really worth doing that anymore because there's no money. So the transmogrification is just for your own satisfaction, okay? So we're done with her. Thanks for the cool sword. But now watch when I put these two back on, okay? Now watch. Oh, it's just coming up. See? It's just coming up. Now look at the tornadoes. I'm throwing the tornadoes. This is all part of my build. See the tornadoes? All part of the build. I can stand still and gain fury. This is part of the build. So it's not a cheat or a hack. It's part of my build. So we're going to look at each piece of equipment very quickly and see what it does. The pair of pants that I have on, they allow Call of the Ancients to last until they die, okay, which was very important to me. Again, I'm kind of army based, you know, I have a group with me. That's why I put the Naga ring on my follower, and that's why I have the Call of Ancients. Okay, I also, my favorite thing was to be whirlwind based, so that's why we're using the Bull Kathos Oath set. Okay, and then everything, so each thing's kind of a different piece. The Immortal King's Tribal Bindings, again, by having these on, Call of Ancients last until they die. I needed 2 pieces of Immortal King's Tribal Binding. As you can see under 2, if you have 1 piece, the set doesn't do anything. You need at least 2 and you get your Call of Ancients, okay? We go up to my gloves. Gloves are just gauntlets of the waist. They increase damage per second of rend by 500%, and its duration increases to 15 seconds. Shoulder pads went with Fury of the Ancients, okay? Could have been a cool a green set on, but again, Fury of the Ancients, Call of the Ancients gains the effect of the Ancient Fury rune, okay? So that means they're they're almost as good as my character. They hit very hard. And as you can see, I'm hitting for over 100,000. I'll show you exactly. My damage is 1,015,000 I'm sorry. 1 million. Well, no, I'm sorry. Let's see. 1, 3, 6. Yeah, we're up to almost a billion damage. And I wanted a base of at least. So I've got a base of 1 billion damage here. And so see, when you look at the base of damage, this is amount per second ideal. So if you think of per second, that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when we do this, you're going to see the numbers. I'm going to compare this character running again on Torment 10, okay, against my Demon Hunter on level 70. I'm going to show you how you can socket 3 items into anything. We've already talked about that. So for people that come online and they look at 3 sockets, they'll look at a piece of gear and they'll see, oh, this has 3 gems in it. And people look at me and they're like, oh, you're playing legit. You got 3 in your thing here. There is no legit and there is no illegitimate way to play, okay, Diablo 3. There used to be years ago when you had an economy. But when they ported it to the PS4, as I showed you before, if you find Ramladini's gift, you can add as many sockets as you want per gift to a weapon. Okay? So you and your friends can pass this back and forth, and you can accumulate 100 or 200 of these cubes, and that's enough to cover 3 sockets. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, let's see, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 12. So you need 57 cubes for 57 sockets. That's 3 sockets on everything but the bag. So that'd be 54. Okay, because you don't need anything for the bag. Okay. But again, you can 3 socket anything legitimately in this game with Ramadini's gift. That's what it's for. Okay, these drop in any level dungeon, any tier. They can be tier 1, Torment 1, or T1, or as people call it, or tier, whichever way you want to call it. But basically, or it can drop on normal. It's just the chance of getting it is extremely low. Okay, I get mine on the. I've had 5 of them drop today. I'm running tier 10. Just the generic rifts, just the basic rifts. Just the basic Nephilim rift. As you can see, greater rift. Last level completed 150. Okay, it takes 5 keystones to run a 150. So yeah, you gotta grab some stones. I've got 5 to do one of those, and so okay, we cover the set. We cover the thought behind the set. The chest piece again, Cinder Coat. Cinder Coat gives you a nice fire skill. It reduces the resource cost of using fire by 29%. Helm of the Wastes. Okay, so now I have 2 pieces of the Waste set. This increases damage per second by Ren by 500%. So I have 2 pieces of armor that do that. Blackthorn's Dursarig Cross. Okay, the cross again is just basically for its base stats, and then it's not really doing anything for me. It was just a nice cross. It does add life after each kill. That's pretty irrelevant, but it has a nice crit shot. And it also for the streams of poison that people throw down in the rifts, it has 153 poison resistance, and again, no socket on that. Now we have the Vambraces of Sacheron. Okay, as you see the little circle where it says 822 vitality, I enchanted that piece of armor. And by enchanting that, I got the 822 vitality right there. Okay, I replaced something and added vitality. This gives me a gold health pickup increased by 2 yards. My primary skills heal me for 5.6% of my missing life, which is a good way to heal. Okay, all this BS about like, adds 5,000 life after every kill, who gives a damn? That is the worst way to heal in this game, okay? And if all you care about is how much life you get back after every kill, you're going to die extremely quickly, okay? You want to find things that, skills that heal you for a massive amount of your, a massive percentage of your missing life. Rings, we have Bane of the Sickness set, which is the walking host, and Litany of the Undaunted. Both of these together, I gain an aura that reduces movement speed of enemies around me within 15 yards by 30%, and I increase my damage against all enemies under the control of those effects by 38%. So what you can see right there, also every ancient item I have equipped increases my damage by 100%. So as you can see, there is a difference in having ancient items and ancient legendary items. As you can see, if you look at that ring, I'm going to unequip it very quickly. Okay, so unequip it. Now, you see the gold ring around it? The best way, see the gold ring around it? That means it's an ancient legendary. So, those are the most sought after pieces in the game. You want ancient legendary greens for your sets. See, like I have the Immortal King stature. It's an ancient legendary Immortal King stature. It's not the normal one. I don't have any normal things on besides the cross isn't an ancient legendary. All the other pieces are. Okay. The Ice Climber's boots. I gain immunity to all freeze and immobilization effects. So if you find these boots, hang on to them. Okay. It's not barbarian only. Okay. These are just a good pair of boots, and I would suggest them for any class. Okay, to round out a set. And then, again, I have the Immortal King's stature because I want to keep Call of the Ancients alive until they die. Okay, so I'm going to show you what my Barbarian can do quickly by just going out in the world here, and we're just going to go grab a bounty. So, let's go, let's see what kind of bounties we got today. Again, this is tier 10, so let's see. We have to kill a boss here. Let's see now. Okay, Cathedral level 2. We'll go there very quickly. And then I'm going to show you my Demon Hunter, who is going to make you all think, oh, he's cheating. Again, no cheating in Diablo, and I just can't express this enough. Like, people that are having problems with legitimacy and things like that, like all these issues of legitimacy. Now, oops, yeah, I died because I forgot to drop. I got talking. Okay, I got to drop Call of the Ancients, and then you'll see the power kind of take off here as Call of the Ancients get dropped. You got to keep going here just a little bit, There it just goes, and you start just swinging away. So by mixing and matching these pieces, this is what you call legitimate slow ride. Like you can do the tier 10, you're a little bit more comfortable, maybe back on another level. Okay, but by doing this,
I must wait longer.
It is possible to kill on tier 10. So what we're going to do now is drop the difficulty. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I need to resurrect the checkpoint. But we want to drop the difficulty down just a little bit. So that's what you get with, you know, with a straight up build. I haven't used anything to add 3 gems in every slot. Okay. And he's also a close combat fighter. So now we're going to go very quickly we're going to not change difficulty, but we're going to quit and change classes. So, okay, so he was close combat. So here is, again, Crusader. Okay, so we're going to play the Crusader briefly and continue. Now you're going to see things a little bit differently with my Crusader. And there's a reason for this, okay? You want to see things a little bit differently with the Crusader. Because looks like I have a gift to send out. Want to make sure people get the gifts that I find. Okay, now, so when we're looking at the Crusader, again, on the up and up. No extra slots where they shouldn't be, according to those that say they shouldn't be there. I'm just going to do a quick wrap up here of a salvage. Going to make sure that none of the things that I have on me need to be extracted. Okay, no. No. Helm of the Arm. Okay, so we want to put the greens in the chest. All the set pieces go in the chest. And again, to those of you that, you know, are constantly like, you know, okay, there's an ancient legendary, so let's see, that's Roland's Grasp. Okay, so you want to go through these later, and if you have like 2 Roland's Grasps, I don't, but if I had another one and it wasn't the ancient legendary, you want to replace that. Okay, you just want to get rid of it.
Not yet.
So this guy is pretty much just a hammer chucker. I mean, he's just gonna chuck hammers, and that's how he's gonna get it done. He's a slow mover. Well, let's see. Crap. I do need to quit with him for just a second to go to Torment 10. Act 1. 10, continue. Okay. So, we'll jump in a little normal Nephilim Rift here. Level 10 Rift. Again, let me make sure he's got room to carry things. Yes, he does. Okay. Alright, now, again, the hammer. He's just going to throw things repeatedly.
Patience.
As you can see, level 10, straight up legit. Taking the abuse, going right along.
It was not mine. Not ready yet.
Okay.
Patience.
Just chucking hammers, getting it done. Again, slow rolling level 10. Okay, but I don't think a lot of people want to slow roll level 10. Because you're probably going to think, how can you get anything done at this pace? Like, yeah, you're doing level 10, but dear God in heaven, this is taking forever. As you can see, my armor is very strong. I'm having health issues right now. I'm not having to worry about anything exploding. But again, even him hitting it over, you know, 1,000,000+ points. Critting for over 3 million. He's not getting the job done. So again, you're seeing that we're on tier 10. The horse will get you away from things pretty quickly if you get stuck against a corner like that. Okay, so this is kind of drabby and yawny. Okay, like, we're doing this. The characters can get it done. Yay, good for them. And yes, I can kill it, as people say, and I hate using this word, legitimately on level 10. Okay, you're getting it done. Okay. Okay, now, yawn. Okay, now let me show you the difference after you use Romani's gift and you put... Okay, so here's the difference. Okay, here's the difference. What do we have? What have we learned? Okay, if you use... right there, if you use Ramadani's gift, you can add 3 sockets to any item in this game. 3 sockets all the way around to everything, obviously, but your satchel. Okay, everything gets... So what we're gonna do is, again, we're gonna quit and change. Okay, and we're going to switch heroes, and now we're going to show you my Demon Hunter. Okay, and you're going to see a slight difference with my Demon Hunter. Okay, again, we're going to go Adventure, Act 1, difficulty 10. Okay, and we're going to continue. Now this is going to be a lot faster and a lot less boring. Okay, because with her, we have used the cube. We have used Ramadini's gift. That's why I have so many of them. They're everywhere. I have Ramadini's gift. Now let's look at her armor. And this is where people say, oh, you're cheating. You're cheating so much. It's so terrible that you're cheating. First of all, look at her damage. Okay. Her health, 168 million. Her defenses, I'm sorry, it's 168 million. Okay, this girl's not going to die. Her attacks are over 2 billion per hit. 2 billion with a B. Okay, now we're going to show you the bow first. Look at that. Yep, there is 3 slots in there. How did I do it? Ramondi's gift. Use this to add a socket to a weapon. It will be destroyed in the process. It's in the game, folks. It's not something somebody's sitting at home conjuring up, making up ways for you to do things that are impossible to be done in the game. This is what a character looks like when it is completed and you have socketed everything. Okay, I put a gem of ease in there, so and there's 3 slots on everything I have. Everything. Okay, the necklace, it's level 70. My rings have the gem of ease, so they're lowered down to level 1. Okay, this is stuff, like I said, I've been playing this game since release. This is stuff that's been done since release. Okay, the Ring of Wrath. Okay, by adding those 3 gems, this is what it does. I didn't sit down at some computer in some lab and type up all this information. This is what these rings do. Now you're probably asking, how do they do it? Okay, so you add the sockets and you get the gems by using Ramadi's gift. Okay, then you use the cube. Okay, you're going to use the cube to upgrade the rare item. You're going to use the cube to remove the level requirement. Okay, you need a gem of ease times 1, and it'll make that level 1. That's how I did it. Stuff that's in the game. It gave me the ability to put 3 sockets on that ring, make it level 1. And there you go. Okay, you can also augment ancient items. You know what happens when you augment an ancient item? You can choose the name for it. So when people come in here and they're like, oh, you've got something called John's Bow. There's no John's Bow in Diablo. Well, there is if you make John's Bow. That's part of the whole crafting process. So when you go back and you rewatch this on my YouTube channel from the beginning, and you see how, and the last element of this is Miriam the Enchanter. She will enchant, and I showed you earlier on the Barbarian, when you see this circle by an item, up there in the top right, it's been enchanted. Okay? That belt's Hunter's. It's just a Hunter's belt. It's named Hunter's, so I know to put it on the Demon Hunter. Yes, I renamed it. Renamed it through the process of the cube. Everything in this game, the ability to add 3 sockets to everything here, the ability to change names around or omit ends of names. Like it was originally called the Hunters something of something. I can't remember what it was. But, and it's part of Captain Crimson's Timming's set. Okay. But I just named it Hunter, the shoulders Hunter. So I would know it went on a Demon Hunter. So as you can see, it's been augmented, enchanted, and the dye bottle represents, I have changed the color to white. Okay, so she looks like this. She looks like this. Alright, now let's look at her damage. Her damage is 3,220,731,392. Now you have those status effects, okay? All those status effects are current. Okay, as you can see, she has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 status effects. Buffs coming up. I'm not doing anything but standing still, and they're just happening. Okay? It's common sense by looking at the sets, seeing what they can do, adding enchants to them, adding gems to them, and upgrading them when you're done through the cube. Upgrading them and augmenting them. Renaming, making them better, adding gems with Ramadani's gift. And you can do that 3 times per item. Period. Like I said, these items dropped in the game and were not made in a lab. Okay? Been on Diablo a little over 3 years. I've played them all. So I've been involved with Diablo since the 1990s. Since the release of the first game. Okay? I know people have made trainers and hackers, and there are those people out there that ruined it for people on PC years ago. I get it. But what you're seeing in this game now is the ability that everybody has to add great things to their weapons all the way around. Everybody in this game can do what I've done. You just have to go to your gymnast. Okay? You have to train him up to 12. This is going to take a lot of money. Okay? So, got to go for money in the game. Right now I've got $33 billion. Here's why. If you want to look at my skills, one of my powers is Kimball's Gold. Okay? So when you pick up gold, that one heals you for an amount equal to the gold that was picked up. So if I pick up, let's say I'm playing a level Torment 10, it's nothing to pick up 100,000 gold. Kimball's Gold is how you heal in this game. Now, every time you pick up gold, it heals you. There's also gold effects. Now let's look at what the cube can do. Before we start calling people cheaters and hackers. Okay? Let's look at the powers the cube can do. Okay? Here's a ring that haunts enemies. Okay? Here's a one that gives you critical hit chance 100% for 3 seconds after 5 consecutive non-critical hits. Bull Cathos' wedding band. It just damages enemies around you just cause they're there. Conversion of elements. You gain 200% increased damage to a single element for 4 seconds. So everything here. Now we're going to get to the money. Okay, we want to get to the money because and how to make the Naga ring. This is great to have 4 fallen lunatics follow you around. A new one spawns every 10 seconds, replacing the old one. Crazed Noob 82 Gaming. Okay, that's what we're talking about. I'm not using modded gear. I'm showing everyone here how Blizzard themselves gave us the opportunity to make this gear. Because that's the debate we're having. Everybody thinks it's modded gear, but it's not. I'm showing everybody in this video, which goes on the website. You can go back, you can watch all of it, and you can see how this gear is made. Okay, and because you asked that question, I'm going to show you this gear is not modded gear. This gear is gear that Blizzard gave us the chance to use. No, I'm not. So I'm not going to debate people in the chat. And everybody's welcome to their opinion. But I'm going to show you how to make it. And here's how you make it one last time. Okay? You will need to gather as many of Ramadani's gifts as you can. Straight legit item drops constantly in the game. Okay? And you're going to need about 50 of these. Okay? It will put sockets on any item in the game. It will put sockets there up to 3 times per item. Okay? So that's how I put all the sockets here. Every one of them. Then I went over once again, just so everybody understands. I went to Miriam and I enchanted everything I have. Everything is enchanted. Okay? Then we go to the cube. No, weapons have 1 socket. You are correct, sir. Weapons have 1 socket, but they can also have up to 3 by using, once again, Ramadani's gift. Ramadani's gift will put a socket up to 3 times on any item in the game. Legit, Blizzard made it that way. Okay, now, because... So, if Blizzard made it possible, is it a cheat, is it a hack, or is it a possibility? So after you put the slots in and you pick the gems you want, and you've maxed your gem up to an artisan level, then you start to socket. You start to combine your gems, okay? Which will cost you a pretty decent amount of money. You know, you're going to start out on the low end of about 20 grand. You know, then it's going to go to 25, then you're going to get like into the $200,000 level, then the $300,000 level, and you're just going to keep moving on up, all the way to tier 10, okay? So, then when you use the cube, as you've done everything else to finalize, you're going to augment your ancient gems. And again, you want to make sure that you're wearing ancient of everything. As you can see, all my stuff is legendary ancient. Ancient legendary. Everything I have on is ancient legendary. It's not just a normal green. Okay, it's not just a normal green item. The enchants on this pair of pants, I added the extra socket with the gift. Because as you know, pants would come with 2 extra sockets. And no, I'm not cheating. If you would have watched the other characters that I just had play on level 10, doing it the way you consider to be fair, I'm not cheating at all. This is an enhanced character. This is a complete character. So, okay, I'm gonna have to do, all I ask is that everybody be respectful in the room, because I have been gaming for over 30 years. And I'm telling you, this stuff straight up is legit. The cube will give you the ability to rename items when you come down here and augment your ancient item. Okay? And that's how you'll be able to name things like Hunter. Okay? So you'll know that this goes on your Hunter. So you don't get confused when you've got 30 greens laying around. Because if you look in my chest, there, Mr. I'm a Cheater, you will see that, look at all the legit stuff I have. Look at all this, in your world, legit stuff that I have. Oh look, do I have like 400 sockets on this stuff? No, I don't. This is real gear. So let's stop and think before we start calling people cheaters. This is not a modded character. This is a finished character. The way the game designed it to be. So that's all I have to say about it. You're welcome to your opinion, Crazed Noob. I'm sorry you feel the way you do, but I'm showing you how to make this character. Showing you how to do this and to be able to do the things I'm going to do. I'm showing you how the game is meant to be played. Blizzard gave us the ability to do this. So right now, I'm going to open up just a regular Nephilim Rift. You can see my last completed level is 150, okay? Normal Nephilim Rift, and we're going to do this very quickly. Again, just to show you, yes, I am on Torment 10. Okay? And here we go.
Enemies of the Nephilim surround you.
Alright, so what you're going to do is, I have my animals, okay? I also have a piece of gear that gives me extra animals. Okay? So, no cheat there. It just does it. Okay, so we're going to hit X and she's going to turn red. So after that, you just want to start hitting R2. And as you can see, as you move through, you are hitting, you can watch my numbers as I'm playing. Okay? And just moving like that, that's pressing R1. Okay? We'll try to watch some of my numbers. Okay, that was 2 billion per shot. So I average 2 to 3 billion damage per shot. Okay, this is a completed character. Every one of you have the ability to do this. It takes a long time. Like I said, I've been on Diablo 3 years. It takes a long time to make weapons this good.
Vengeance!
Okay, so as you can see, the barbarian I used, okay? 1 slot in the swords, 3 slots on the chest, 2 slots on the pants. The incomplete barbarian. He could kill on level 10. He could kill, but he killed a lot more slowly because I hadn't added all the sockets yet. As you can see, a character that has all the sockets complete, okay, takes a little bit more time to gather all the things. Now, the only thing that would be illegitimate about this, the only thing that anyone could say about this set, is if you had a problem with duping and someone helped me dupe Ramadani's gift, which they didn't. I've collected these after playing over 3 years. That's why I have a character that has these abilities.
Darkness awaits you!
I don't play this anywhere but PlayStation 4. As you can see, I'm playing this completely solo. I'm soloing this level 10. Just like I was with the Barbarian and the other characters. However, we're going a lot faster because of the damage. The items are complete. So, I showed you how everything can be done. I've showed you how you all can do this. I've showed you how to build a Barbarian build with only 1 socket in each sword. How to think about building sets. Any negative comments, I'm not going to pay attention to. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. That's why this is labeled. I'm a noob, but that's hilarious. Okay. Okay, after I kill the Rift boss, I'll go ahead and jump back on my other characters and let you judge for yourself if I'm a noob or not, okay?
The Rift Guardian has come.
Okay, the Rift Guardian is right this direction. Okay, now let's pick up everything he dropped. And let's port back to town. Okay, that was just a quick example of what can be done. Okay, now we want to see what we got. Okay, so we have some identifiable items. We can use the book, or you can do it by pressing square. It's whatever you want to do. I like to use the book when I have a lot of items to do at once. So I got a legendary ancient sash of knives, which we'll take a look at here. With every attack, you throw a dagger at a nearby enemy. I think I've already broken this at the cube, but we'll make sure. Yes, I have broken that already, and I have its power. So we're just going to destroy everything over here. Oh, one other thing you can do is make sure your follower doesn't need anything on you. Nothing, like I didn't find a better bow for him or anything like that. And you might want to switch between both of your followers. You might want to grab the Templar and see if I got something better he might like here. Faithful Sanctum looks like it has a little bit more strength on it. 911. Let's see. No, I'm sorry, 611, 821. So that's why you're seeing the 1 bar of green under the attack. It's not really worth changing. So what we're gonna do is just go ahead and just destroy all this stuff. Repair and salvage. Okay, and get rid of that and continue. Okay, now for those of you that are saying things about, you know, sucking at life, and I'm sorry, I don't even want to digress into that, but we're going to jump onto another character just to show that this is my complete character, okay? So, complete character with 3 socketed gems. Okay, but I'll go to my barbarian, and then we'll let you see what you think about, again, I just happen to like Act 1, okay? So my barbarian isn't quite to 10 yet, comfortably. Now, you saw him kill on level 10. Those of you that have been here have seen him kill on level 10. So let's do level 6, and we'll continue with him, okay? So, now he's not completed in the sense of he doesn't have a gem in every socket. Okay, he just doesn't. There's the sword we made earlier in the video, okay? There's a nice sword we made. I showed you how to enchant the sword. I showed you how to transmogrify the sword. So, there's all that. Now we're going to open up a rift for him. And, normal Nephilim rift. Gonna let him get his fury. And to those of you that, you know, again, here's how we're legit. The swords build their own momentum. My own fury comes up from the swords. By having the Immortal King's stature and the belt that allows my Ancient of Kings to stay summoned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to summon my Ancient of Kings when I go through here. Okay, also calling of the Ancients, which brings out the Ancient of Kings by using the Fury of the Ancients. This is an Ancients / Whirlwind set. So if you look at the damage I do, it's all going to be from Whirlwind. Okay? Whirlwind and the Ancients. So here we go. Anybody that wants to play with me, that's fine. Ali Shaw, I see that. Send me a friend's request. I'll be happy to accept it as soon as the broadcast is over. And you can play with me anytime, okay? I'll be glad to help you out. Now, we're on level 6 here. Level 6 Rift. And, yeah, this should be no problem at all. Just kind of going through here, getting things done. We're going to drop the Ancients. Okay, so dropping the Ancients made me stronger. So am I moving as fast as my Demon Hunter with all 3 slots and all 3 weapons? No, I'm not. But am I playing as the general consensus would say in a fair manner? Only because they don't understand how to socket items? Yeah. But once you have the full understanding of socketing items, how to build sets together, how to make things work, you can go through and have absolutely no problem in fighting the same way I am right here. Okay, now I stood there and took that explosion, a lava explosion, and we're dropping bosses. I don't even need to spin to do this, okay? I can just use a general attack. General attack. Okay, we're going to go back here only because we need to get the skulls, the book. Okay, now we're just going to mosey along. The Ancients are right on that, and so am I, adding more damage, okay? So here we are on a 6. Everything's working just fine. You just want to roll out of the way when that happens. Roll out of the way when you start seeing the lava coming. And this is a totally new build that I just did yesterday. Took me a little playing around with. I did complete a level 10. I'm trying to see if I might have removed something that was helping me out at the moment. I don't think I was. But as you can see, until I add the sockets, he's gonna move just a little bit more slowly. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with, you know, going at your own pace and getting things done. As you can see, I'm getting legendary drops. I'm getting set drops. And yeah, I have every for those of you that are shooting me messages and things like that, yes, I have every Immortal King. I have all Barbarian pieces. I have pretty much every set in the game for all classes. Again, 3 years invested. I have a whole lot of stuff. I'll be glad to share that stuff with people that see, look, got all these legendary drops, all this money. Just having a good time. No problem here. Not worrying about anything. And as you guys can see again, even in the midst of battle, we just keep making this call here. Mix it in. As you can see, with this build, my Fury never drops. And that's because of the swords. It's an amazing build, it really is. The swords allow me to never drop. And when you never drop, when you never lose that Fury, it makes it so much fun, you know, to play the Barbarian. Because never losing Fury is kind of where it's at. You want to keep that Fury up, which usually always comes anyway by you know, hitting things, obviously, hitting and smashing. You have to actually not just hit, but kill to keep the Fury up. But by using the swords of Volcathos, I'm able to... Here we go. When you find a stubborn boss, watch me cut him down by just making myself a little bit larger. That's all. And, and the difference is, you know, obviously, you know, in how fast I kill will come with the difficulty of the Torment level. Again, this was Torment 6 or 7. I think it was 6. I'm not sure. Oh look, we got another legendary drop. So you guys have seen how I have made a character, the Barbarian work, okay? And again, for the doubters, everything here, all my gear is 100% as most people would say legit, okay? I showed you how you could add gems, 3 gems on every piece of gear you've got by using Romalde's gift, okay? That's all you have to do is use that cube. You can add as many gems as you'd like. I just wanted to get the brief recap. So when people see other people playing, you have to remember all the ability to make gear with 3 sockets on it is given to you by Blizzard in this game by Romaldi's gift and using the cube. You can use the cube to turn this rare into a legendary, and then the legendary can be augmented. They're enchanted. There's so many ways you can make weapons and gear. You just have to sit back, maybe take a notebook, put the notebook down beside you, and figure out how you want to play the game. What you enjoy most about your class. I'd suggest play all the classes, up into 30s, 40s, 50s. Help play them to 70, for the achievement. And see which one's your favorite class. I have so many, I love them all. Then start completing the gear. It's a long, slow process, but it's really rewarding in the end. For those of you that have hung with me through this and sent friends requests, I'm now going to answer those friends requests because I like to do that. So we got that done. You'll see the so again, everything is here to be done. I'm sorry, I'll be back here in just 1 second. Alright. So I'm coming back into the game now. So you should see the screen here in about 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You should be seeing the screen right about now. So we've got some good unidentified things. All legendaries. As you can see, we picked up some nice legendary gear. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish this until I kill the boss. And I'll show you the difference in speed. What you want to do, and I'll show you guys a little trick. And this is the last little tidbit of info. As you see, when I joined this at difficulty, what is this, 6? So we're going to go to 5. Okay, and we're going to resume. Now the reason I went to 5 isn't because I can't play on 6. Okay, obviously I can play on this level of difficulty, it's not a problem. Okay, y'all seen that, I can go right through. Okay, but what we're going to do is we're going to lower it down to 5. Okay, now also one thing you have to remember is sword and board characters, like your barbarians and anything that's not a sorcerer, doesn't use a bow, or anything that isn't ranged, is going to be a lot slower getting things done. It's not that they aren't good at what they're doing, it's not that they're not a good class, anything like that. They just take a little bit longer, because they're an up-close personal combat. If I want to fight something, like I want to fight him, I've got to walk over here to him. That's why I like the whirlwind set. Okay. Okay, so when you run into something, you're slowing down, you just back up. And as you can see right here on my skills under triangle, you have Wrath of the Berserker Slaughter, and that's what you want. So when I hit it, Wrath of the Berserker, you're gonna kill so much faster with Wrath of the Berserker. So if you can find any kind of piece of armor out there that will enhance the Wrath of the Berserker set for you, feel free to use that. Okay, so again, just to sum things up, I've shown you guys how to legitimately put three sockets on
The
items.
Rift Guardian has arrived.
I've shown you guys how to max a character out to over 2 billion damage per hit on tier 10 150 rifts. Okay, which will increase your paragons on a 150 tier 10 rift. Around the billion damage range, you will really go through.
My pack is full.
World's Changer, can I join you next week? Yeah, just send me a friend's request. I play Diablo all the time. I'll be happy to play with you anytime. I'll accept the friend's request as soon as you send it. Just wrapping up this video here. Was trying to show people that think, you know, certain parts of Diablo is illegitimate gaming or hacked or modded gaming can be done in the game, and that Blizzard gave you the ability to do that. And it's not really a hack or a mod. I will admit there are some modded things out there. I'm not going to say they're not. If you hit the info, it'll give you my ID. Hit the info about the stream. It'll give you my PSN ID. I've gotten several friends requests. I just accepted them all. I think you just hit options. It should show you my ID. Okay, let's get this over with just a little bit quicker. And again, sword and board characters are going to move a lot more slowly at getting things done than your sorcerers. And, you know, just like I showed you guys my demon hunter or huntress, who has amazing abilities and is hitting for over 1 billion damage. So that's 1 billion with a B, folks. Legitimate damage. You can keep dropping fresh Call of Ancients with this build. I wouldn't, now to finish this build off, I will use Ramadini's gift. There we go. I got your friend's request, World Changer. Hang on, Berkey, and I'll show you my gear. Be happy to. Okay, I got a break here real quick, so... Alright, here's my gear. We're gonna start, and let me scroll through all this crap so the stars will go away. Okay, how this set is made is it is geared for whirlwind abilities. I don't know what I got in there. Okay, so I'm using the Bull-Kathos Solemn Vow and the Bull-Kathos Warrior Bond for the Bull-Kathos' Oath. By using that, it allows me to keep constant fury up. My fury, I never lose fury with this set. Okay, and then we'll go to the gloves. Gloves are gauntlets of the waist, and they are the legendary epic gauntlets of the waist. Everything I'm wearing is legendary ancient. It's not just ancient, I'm sorry, it's not just legendary, it's ancient legendary, as you can see by the gold outline around the gear. There we have Fury of the Ancients, which allows me to keep my Call of the Ancient effect up for Fury runes. We have the Cinder Coat here, which can reduce the resource cost of fire skills by 29%. Helm of the Waste for the second piece of the Waste set. Then we have Blackthorn's Cross. Here we have Vambraces of Sacheron. And also, remember, okay, and we have the Bane of the Stricken ring set with the Walking Host and the Litany of the Undead. Yeah, the Demon Hunter stuff is pretty amazing. Again, it was just regular gear that I took the, that dropped just like this stuff's dropping. That I took the Ramaldi's Gift. And added sockets to the gear. There's Ramaldi's Gift, and then there's Ancient Legendary Ramaldi's Gifts. Okay, and the Ancient Legendary Ramaldi's Gifts will add. These Ramaldi's Gifts add sockets to weapons, up to 3 per weapon. Okay, that's how you'll see people having they'll have 3, 3 gems on a weapon. The circle by my weapon means that it has been enchanted. And the circle underneath, like in all the items where it says 7% attack speed, that means it's been enchanted with 7% attack speed. So you see that little blue circle in the top right corner. You'll see the little circle down there that'll show what exactly was done. And, belt was the Immortal King's tribal binding, and the trousers were the Immortal King's stature. Had to have that because I want to keep Call of the Ancients up until they die. And how do you get Ramaldian's Gift? It just drops in rifts. You just do the rifts like I'm doing, and eventually it will drop. The higher the rift, the more chance you have of it dropping. So we're, we finished this rift. I've been talking, I didn't even realize that I finished the rift, so we'll go back now. And I should have gotten another key. We'll make sure I got another key. So yeah, I had 5, now I have 6. And then we'll see if there's, we'll go to the Book of Cain since I have so many unidentifiables. We'll just go ahead and let the book do that for us. It's a lot quicker and more efficient. As you can see with my character build, I have a lot of status effects that are just popping on me while I'm standing still. There's a conveyor of elements, another conveyor of elements, a fire conveyor of elements, an ice conveyor of elements, all these things that you see spinning around me while I'm standing still. The ice, the fire, the rocks, all that stuff just stacks for damage when I'm standing still. And also you want to get on your skills under powers. You want to use Bastion's Revered, which gives your frenzies now attack up to 10 times. Firewalker Boots, that burns the ground you walk on. That deals 400% weapon damage every second. So that just stacks the damage that I'm already stacking. And then you have Convention of Elements, which gives you 200% increased damage for each single element for 4 seconds. And this scrolls through by Arcane, Cold, and Fire. So I'm using a lot of fire. So every 4 seconds, fire will trigger and cause me to do 200, then the 400. So I'm really getting a major boost with the gear set. So again, you know, you just kind of have to think everything through. And so now we'll close the portal.
I grant you the power of your ancestors.
You know, let him close that out. Complete the event. As you can see from doing that, another little trick to that is you can start, you know, you can change your difficulty and go in and do like a level 7. Drop it to 5 to finish it quicker, and when you talk to him again, raise it to 7. You'll get more experience at the end when you do that. Now that is a little trick that I will share, but other than that, in duping, to dupe an item, I think would be the only thing that would be questionable in the game. Everything else is just a matter of a lot of hard work. And I would be happy to challenge anyone that says otherwise, because I have done so much work in this game for so long now. So we'll make sure that I don't have anything new to extract the power from. And I don't. We'll look at my powers and make sure that, you know, so we're going on 1 hour and 36 minutes. The Mad Moniker Scepter is also a fantastic thing to use. Ring of Royal Grandeur is also nice if you want to only have 4 or 5 pieces of a 6-piece set. Ragar's Huge Stone, I would suggest you getting that to increase your life per second by 100% based on your missing life. So if you're missing 30,000 points, 30,000 times 100%. Do the math there. That's around 300,000 life you'll regain. So it's like an instant heal. So you want to use Skull Grasp here, which increases the damage of Whirlwind by 400% for weapon damage. Okay, so that one there is pretty important. Also, Andari's Visage. Attack releases a poison nova that deals 450 weapon damage as poison enemies within 10 yards. And you also have the Firewalker that burns ground around you, but we're going to use that. And then you kind of want the let's see. Your primary skill stacks up 50% faster and deal 200. So there you. So these are the 3 that you want for this particular build: the Oathkeeper, Andriel's Visage, and the Skull Grasp. Let me grab a bounty very quickly, and we'll show you the difference and how fast I killed him. Having the correct things down below, look at that. Makes a huge difference. You gotta have the right things down below. You just kinda have to. Then we'll call in the Ancients. As long as you have the right powers down below, you're fine. Here comes a challenge. Here we go. Dominant Massacre. We need to kill a lot of stuff very quickly.
I'm overburdened.
Stuff just kind of poured out. We'll go back as I'm overburdened. We will check all of this stuff, make sure none of it will help my follower any way around. Then we will just have a good old-fashioned destruction session here. We don't want to get rid of the King's Belt. Always kind of hang on to those. If you run into people, you want to help them out. They may need them. So keep your green sets. And then go ahead and you can destroy, excuse me, you can destroy here. There we go. And yeah, we want to get rid of all these because I've already converted the powers from that. Repair. Back through the portal. To finish a quick bounty and to pick up everything from our event. Let's see. I was hoping for yellow arrow. There we go. The orange arrow. Yeah, my army will take care of that up there. Don't really have to worry about it. Now, as you can see again, I showed you what doing things with the wrong powers will cost you. So you have to be very careful and
Still recharging.
make sure you're doing stuff with the correct power. So here, boom. You saw me do the little hawk up there, you know. So I need to kill another like 50 enemies, and then we'll be done here. So let's see. There's probably some enemies. Nope, can't do it down here. Gotta do it outside. So there's enemies all over the place. As soon as we get to 125, we're done. We can move on. Because I'm using the two swords, I never lose fury. It's not a hack, it's not a gimmick, it's just thinking to set through. The swords don't let me use fury. I'm sorry, don't let me lose fury. Oh, treasure goblin. Hey buddy, what are you doing? So again, so this would be level Torment 10, and we got a monument. That's interesting.
They'll be upon us at any moment. Stand firm, brothers, and they will sing of our valor through the ages.
I haven't seen this actually. I'm just watching this.
Here for glory.
Oh, nice. Okay. Got the bounty complete, and this looks like maybe yeah, now we're talking. We got a little vent out of the way. Okay, folks. Showed you how to do things legitimately, so there didn't have to be any more arguing about legitimate and illegitimate items in Diablo.
We are not the first to have fought this skirmish.
And you know, people that use modded things. Hey Mario, how are you? Glad to have you aboard. Getting ready to wrap this up. One thing I wanted to do is show you guys the sorcerer before I go. So we're gonna go back to town. Complete, you know, the bounty's complete. So we'll go here. Make sure I don't, always check your follower. Make sure you don't have anything that's going to make him better. Then go to your inventory. Make sure you don't have anything you need to keep. In this case, we do not. Salvage everything. Repair. Quit. And I'm going to show you guys the sorcerer very quickly. And we will let the controversy continue. So we will switch heroes. And again, My sorcerer here, bring him into the game. On game settings, same thing. We're just gonna keep this on 5 to go quickly, and I get this done. Okay, so to wrap things up on his gear, see, nothing that really shouldn't be there, nothing that's out of place. But again, it's all about skills and the powers. You want Shaler's Hammer, you want the Mantle of Channeling, and the Convention of Elements. You get 200 increased damage with that. Okay, so as you can see, the only difference between characters that have the 3 slots on their weapons, okay, that have the 3 slot weapons, is pretty much speed. That's it. Right, you know, what have we solved here? Oh, I'm faster. Yeah, that's it. I'm a lightning shooting faster guy than you are. That's pretty much it. That's a black hole, by the way, if anybody's wondering. Got the storm, fire the... So now you're getting to look a little bit inside all the builds of all the characters. That has a gem of ease in it, so you can give it to an alternate, or you can, I'm going to say it, dupe for another character. But all in all, there it is. Okay, and then we're going to quit here. And this way you're getting a quick look at every character. All the way down. So we now have Mola Ram, the Witch Doctor, in game settings. Want to adventure in Act 1 with him. And Torment level 5. We'll continue with him as well. Well, this guy is a frog chucking maniac. Stealing some souls. The darts. If you're real good, darts and frog combos. Okay. So you can see everything that's going on here. You can see what's going on with weapons. Again, on the weapons, you see the circle on Shard of Hate. Shard of Hate was enchanted. Okay, it was enchanted. It was transmogrified. That's what the purple dot means. Okay. And then over here, once again, make sure I don't have to, yep, I'll have to show you guys in the stash for people that freak out over 3 slotted things. We have Ramadini's Gift. Right here, Ramadini's Gift. Ramadini's Gift allows you to put 3 slots on items. The end. It drops all the time in the game. I saw 6 drop today. So by doing this, that's how you can have 3 slots on a weapon. That's why this weapon has 3 slots. Another little secret is you can also slot any item with the ancient legendary Ramadani's gift. It gives you the ability to do things like that. For me to put a gem on a wrist piece. All things I've done myself. All things I've done through also converting said items. Removing level requirements down to 1 with the Gem of Ease. So, for the last hour and 50 minutes we have talked about, is it legitimate or is it hacking in Diablo? Well, I've been playing this game for 3 years. And I don't see anything or any difference between a character that is 3 slots doing 2 billion damage and a character that is doing the correct number of slots, or the supposed correct number of slots. The only difference is speed on completion. That's it. I've proven that in the last hour and 51 minutes. And with all this said, with all this done, I am now going to end on a high note. Switch to we got Torment 10 running here, and I want to increase my paragons. So as you can see, I'm sorry, I summoned my animals. As you can see, I have a lot of status effects. I have a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 stacking at any moment, any time. I have 14 stacking, okay? So they're constantly just alternating between each other. So right now, I'm going to do a level 150 Rift on Torment 10. We're just going to open that up, and here we go, okay? So, this is how we're going to end it. Enjoy watching the Rift, folks. And you're going to see me hit for over 2 billion. And this is what years of work will get you. The ability to move fast, hit hard. Now, as this is going on, there's paragons. There's more paragons. Every time I'm really sparkly, my paragons are going up, and they can only go up at Torment 10 150s. That's where you're gonna climb. This is what to shoot for. Getting all your gear, all your suits to match. If anybody needs any help doing any of the things that I'm doing, if anybody needs help leveling or needs help with gear, feel free to add me. Watch this back on YouTube at the Matt Mayhem Show. You can hit me on Twitter at WWE Matt Mayhem. And as you do that, just feel free to contact me, and we'll can add me here at XX SilverFoxXX on the PlayStation 4.
Sweet revenge.
think I'm not picking up skulls. Yeah, I think I missed a few. Okay. There we go. Beating that timer. There we go. Is this level 2? Yes, level 2. Alright, so let's grab the shrine. Let's click on her. Alright, now when she turns red, that doubles her power. We'll pick up these skulls. As you can see, I'm going to complete a rift. And I'm in the middle of completing the rift. And everything in her set is for a purpose, you know, like everything here. And as you can see, like I'm just gonna fire normal like this. See, watch, just firing like that. Okay, nothing major going on. But when I hit red, when I hit X, okay, you're gonna see me firing in every direction when she's red. Like amazing kill speed. Demon Hunters, one of the best classes in the game. Okay, my R1 is triggered to her just leaping around very quickly. Okay, I've selected the rune for that to lay down strips of fire, so I can just move through enemies very quickly and just burn them alive. Again, hit X. There you go. The Rift Guardian should be appearing here pretty soon. Also, if you're doing the rifts, it'll cost you about $3 billion. And yes, I said $3 billion. I'll show you the power stats here on her. But when the Rift Guardian, if you do an empowered rift, you know, like I went up, you know, a few hundred paragons here. Not as many as I wanted to this run. If you do an empowered rift, I'll go up maybe a couple hundred a run, based on the damage output. And unfortunately, you know, I can't go any higher than this, or I'd love to. I think using her, and so you've seen almost all my characters. There's a couple I didn't play. Didn't play my hardcore character today.
I have no control now.
But we're gonna get the Rift Guardian here right about maybe now.
The Rift Guardian.
There he is. Okay, is that him? Hit X and just take him out. So now I'm up to 1,238. You'll see the set pieces that dropped. Okay, be happy to run you through some of these. Just start grabbing, you know, whatever you want to grab here, and just you know, rank it up. When you talk to her, we can have, you know, all your legendary gems ranked up. And then you might want to skip back through and make sure you didn't miss any, you know, loot. You know, because I went pretty quick. And missed a few skulls, a couple health globes. Or, I'm sorry, a couple of modification globes, but I didn't really... I don't think I missed any loot. You know, I was pretty thorough with the loot. Okay, so you know, that's her damage output. It's in the billions. It's 3,220,731,392. So something to strive for, folks. Get all your stuff socketed by using Ramadini's gift. Get everything triple socketed. Get all your stuff enchanted. Increase everything up, and I hope we've kind of learned the difference here, and kind of put things to bed as far as, you know, who's cheating and who's not cheating in Diablo. when the stuff to do everything that people accuse cheaters of doing is put in the game by Blizzard, and was put in the game by Blizzard as soon as they took the stores away on PC. So with that being said, it's time to talk to Auric and say goodbye to the Rift, and enjoy the Paragon points I got. I'm now at 2,000 on my blood runes, and I got billions of experience for that. So we'll just let that be etched in. So again, everything you can do here in the game. So hope you enjoyed the last 2 hours I spent with you guys, explaining how to use the cube, explaining how to build a character like this, trying to nullify what people think and feel as far as things being legitimate and illegitimate. So, or modded, as people love to type. Nothing I have is modded. Everything I have was made. And when I say made, it was made by the game, by Kanara's Cube. It was made by my little buddy over here named Miriam, with her enchanting ability, her transmogrification abilities. It was made through all my hard work by leveling everybody up to 12 and spending billions of dollars to combine rubies and gems and everything else, getting things to tier 10. You can see the money amounts right there. It's just the sheer money amount of moving up, getting things where they need to be, getting the amethyst, just like amethyst, just moving them right on up until you can't do them anymore. There you go. Now I've got enough to make one tier 10 flawless royal amethyst, okay, which give you vitality. That's life. So train everybody to 12. Make sure you pick up your cube. He's trained at 12. Okay, get everybody where you need him to be. Train things up, work hard. Make sure you go to the cube when you're done. Go to the cube. Okay. Okay, as you'll see, I picked up a ton of legendaries, and let's see, did I pick up any rares? Did I pick up any rares? No, look at that, all legendaries. Amazing legendaries all the way through. Set pieces all the way through. And look here, ancient legendaries. Thunder God's Vigor, ancient legendaries. Blocking and dodging or being hit. Now this is something, Thunder God's Vigor. Okay, if I haven't destroyed it yet, we're going to. So let's see, Vexing Pants of Mr. Yan. This will make my resource generation and damage increase by 25% while moving, and decrease 25% by standing still. So yeah, we're going to destroy those. And that might even be something I consider using. The Hexing Pants of Mr. Yan. So again, everything I'm doing here, it's just simple, folks. It's just simple. Let's see what we got. Crashing Pain and the Razor Strop. The Razor Strop, let's see what it does. It picks up health globes released in an explosion that deal 372 weapon damage as fired to enemies within 20 yards. So we're going to go ahead and extract the power from that as well. Making sure I'm not extracting power from things I need or things that are in my chest. So now we have that. And if you look at all the powers of all the stuff, I'm getting almost to the point, I'm about halfway done there. Getting nice and rounding things up here. Oh, I'm only about 25 short there. And I'm probably about 40, maybe 25 short there. So, with her build, again, Shard of Hate, the Cloak of Gerewolf. This allows me to have 3 companion wolves and Kimbo's gold. Any gold I pick up will just heal me. So it's a great way to heal your character. So I hope you all had fun watching this. I had fun doing this, despite some rude comments. As you can see, I have many characters that can all do Torment 10s. It's just a matter of how you want to play and what you want to do. And until next time, hey, it's been fun. I've been Matt Mayhem. I'll see you down the road, folks. Hit me up on Facebook, The Matt Mayhem Show, or on Twitter at WWMattMayhem. Until next time, have fun playing, and I'll see you in Diablo 3.